Okay, so now here's what you do after the kefir is, this has been about 24 hours. You can see if you look, the little grains here that have come to the top. I'm gonna come and show you from the top up here. And you can see what it looks like on the inside there, best you can with the light. So then, once you open it, and you'll notice I actually had it on a little warming, this is like a plant warming pad, but I just put it around here and use a little paper clip to hold it tightly in place. And then the reason that I do that is because really the kefir likes 25 degrees Celsius as kind of an ideal temperature for it to kind of ferment at. So then what I do is I would take it out of there, push that off to the side. Then I always go ahead and stir it up before I'm going to go ahead and strain it. Stir it like this. And it's not unusual for it to do this little frothy thing. Move these out of the way. And then you will notice that what I have here, let me move this here. I have a pitcher it's a plastic pitcher that has a little spout on it, as you can see, to pour. And here's the little strainer. And again, that's also plastic. You can use wood of either of these, you just don't want them to be metal. And then I go ahead and I just slowly go ahead and pour the kefir in. I usually stop every once in a while and just kind of shake it around and that, just to try to make sure that we're getting the things that may be stuck to the sides or that kind of a thing, you know, and then I'll just pour it in. And then a lot of times at the very bottom, it'll, you know, kind of collect the grains. So I'll kind of stir it around that way, and then I'll just pour it all out. And as best as possible, then I'll take the spoon and try to get anything out of it that may be at the bottom. Okay, I'll put the jar off to the side. And then as you can see, all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep kind of scraping the grains and getting the rest of the liquid out as much as possible. You can see right here, there's the liquid in there. And so then I'll just go ahead and keep doing this, kind of move it around so I can get as much of the liquid in the bowl and out of the grains as possible. And occasionally, like pressing, you don't have to worry about being careful with the grains. They like vigorous machination, so to speak. So then I'll just go ahead, continue moving it around, getting as much of the grains collected, as much of the moisture out as possible. And then these are the grains that I'll return back to my container where I have my grains collected that are currently sitting in my refrigerator. And again, when they're being refrigerated, they kind of go dormant, so they're not going to continue to be trying to make new kefir during that period of time. So then I'll just kind of squish those off to the side. And then typically what I'll do, I'm going to grab another bowl. Another jar. I'll go ahead, just take the jar, pour the new kefir in. Okay, and you can see all these grains will be added to my grain bowl that you saw in the previous video. And then I can just go ahead and cap this and put it in the refrigerator. So it will stop continuing to make new kefir and it'll basically stay at this state. And then I'll probably use this over the course of the next, 2 to 4 days. And again, it only went for like 24 hours. So it's going to be a very mellow kefir. If you do want a heavier or sharper taste, I would suggest that then you take it like 36 hours. That's going to get closer to that really kind of more acidic, kind of acidy, kind of sour taste that a lot of people like. But I hope that helps. Thanks a lot.